Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. Holy moly, what an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space, my friends. Listen, you and I were playing a game that 99.99% of the masses, don't even know is being played. And we are winning. Just to let you know, we are freaking winning. We're going to get into how to use the XRPL, how to hop on the XRPL AMM and give you some what I kind of see, some stuff that I've learned from some good friends of mine on rules for entering liquidity pools, right? These are kind of like the 7 rules that you want to consider before you enter into a liquidity pool. We're going to get into that. We'll go over the numbers real quick. If you can take it, we'll go over the numbers. The market is still doing what the market does. It is still doing what it does, just ranging. I know everyone's excited about the hopeful Ethereum ETF. We'll see. We'll see if it goes through. We'll see. Bit 21. I don't know. Were they debating it today? Like, I thought the Fit 21 thing had already passed the House, so I don't know what's going on. In any case, the Fit 21 is in Congress. It's Representative McHenry's bill. It's a great idea. He's a sharp dude, and I hope that it makes its way through Congress and gets to the White House. But we do, just like Representative McHenry says, we got to find out what current administration, future administrations, what do they think about that Fit 21 bill? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. I saw a little, Caitlin Long, I think, proposed something. She says, oh, Joe Buddy said it passed. So it passed in the House. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. And I was in the House, right, Joe? Joe was hopping on first in the building, says Fit 21 passed in the House. So we'll see. I guess the next step is the Senate. So we'll see how that goes. But look, we're going to get into some fundamentals about the XRPL AMM. We want to, what? 76 Dems for? The tides are turning. The words been put out from the top. It's time to shift. It's all hands on deck. The Donald is winning. The Donald is winning. It's all hands on deck. Just like Ryan Selke said, just the Donald shoulder. Oh, boy. Craziness. But it's great for us as a digital asset investor. But again, like we said on the other video, I'm rambling a little bit. Like we said on today's video and yesterday's video, it is about making that phone call. It's about making the phone call and letting them know your stance on crypto. It's pretty much, I'm a crypto investor. I'm going to say that the vast majority of my wealth is in crypto. I'd like to see pro-crypto regulations so that this space can become more legitimized. And I want to know, what do you guys feel about crypto? What is your stance on crypto, et cetera, et cetera? I pay my bills with crypto, right? All these different things. So, and by the way, XRP Mickle did a really, really good, I think it was a video or live stream today as well, kind of covering some stuff that you guys should check out for sure. But that is hugely important. Don't think that it don't matter. It may be an weeny, teeny, tiny bit uncomfortable, to make that first phone call. I know how some people, trust me, I know how people are about being on the phone, but it's okay. It won't last long. It will not be 5 minutes. I doubt if it'll be 3 minutes. I doubt it. So it'll be quick. Pookie's in the building. What's going on, my friend? How are you? So we're going to get onto it. This is episode 2 of how to use the XRPL AMM. Hugely important. We want to get rid of that madness number. Over 70% of the XRP holders are either afraid to, or they don't know how to hop on the XRPL AMM. Over 70%. We have to change those numbers. I'm going to do my part to change the numbers. And hopefully the Ripple X team will do their part in incentivizing people for why, for how, how come, why too? Why you want to hop on the AMM? Current APR is not great, but for practices purposes, to get comfortable, I'll show you how to get on. I'll show you how to get off. I'll recommend some wallets. We're going to use a different UI and UX than we did on the first episode. It's my favorite. We're going to use that one today, and we'll get into it for sure. Pookie says, I know we are early, but things are moving fast. Yes, indeed they are. Thoughts on the Flare stablecoin, says Trey. I'm excited about it. I am without question excited about it. I think Flare Networks is a next level layer one. I think it's going to grab significant market share in the digital asset space. This is my personal opinion. It's my personal opinion. Unlike some other XRP entertaining content creators to say, well, the reason why I don't share Flare is because, the SEC might come after them. But anyhow, I digress. Yeah, I'm excited about Flare. I'm excited for the stablecoin. We'll see how it goes. Look, share like any other share. Flare Networks, like any other layer one in this space, has to do its part to grab market share. Right? It don't just happen. But I like what Flare Networks is doing. I am over the top impressed with Hugo Filion. Like, dude's impressive. He's got smart people around him. He's learning, and it's not easy being like a CEO or a founder. That stuff's not easy, and I'm impressed. They understand the lane that they're in, and they're going ahead. They got the blinders on, and they understand how valuable data is currently, and they're going to leverage AI. They got a bunch of AI people over there. Some of the brightest minds, in my opinion, are at Flare Networks, and it's only going to get better. So I like it. I gotta figure out how to get my FLR tokens out of that madness that is Celsius Network Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Not that I didn't use my dirty, nasty fiat to grab my own, grab more FLR tokens. But I gotta figure out a way. Got to get a lawyer because it's madness over there. Adam, stand by the jams. What's going on, my friend? How are you? So yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get over the numbers real quick. I know everyone's excited about the Ethereum ETF. I get it. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to hop on. We're gonna do just kind of like a step-by-step how to hop on the XRPL AMM for sure, because I humbly believe that the simplest, easiest, and I think the fastest way to raise the value of the asset that we all dearly love, XRP, is by way of the bottom-up approach. I think it's the fastest, and I think it's the easiest way to create network adoption. And by creating network adoption, you create demand for the native asset of the blockchain, which is XRP, which raises the value and the price of that asset. It's really, really simple. I think that's the fastest way because the other things are out of our hand. Legislation, regulatory clarity, that stuff is out of our hands. And so, although those things are necessary, they're out of our hands. And we don't know what's going to happen with FIT 21. We don't know. Maybe the best that we get this cycle is stablecoin legislation. Maybe that's it. And we're still in ambiguity about what is a security and what is a digital asset, what's a security and what's a commodity? We don't know what's going to happen with FIT 21. I mean, we can do our part. We can certainly make some phone calls for sure, right? We can do our part, but we don't know. That stuff is, we're not helpless, but it's not in our control. Guess what is in our control? You learning how to get a Gem wallet extension, a Crossmark wallet extension, a Zamin app on your phone. And I think you can do browser with Zamin now as well, right? Those are things in your control. Getting yourself a ledger. Those are things that you control. You can type in dexfi.pro. You can control that. You can provide liquidity, right? Those are things that you can control, right? We can do things like, for example, we can participate in liquidity pools when they get better in terms of APR. We can learn what they are. Now, are there other things that help to create network adoption? I think so. I do think so. There's gaming with Equilibrium Games. For those of you who have those Windows stuff, you got those Windows PCs, you can do EQ games. I think that's pretty cool to do. There's NFT places. XP Market is doing some really, really phenomenal stuff over there at XP Markets for sure. You can hop on XRP as well. I participated in the memes and XRP community. I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to do it, but I did. I grabbed some X meme tokens. I grabbed them. Absolutely. Why not? Why would I not? Is what I say. Why would I not? And X meme got some pretty grandiose visions, but that's awesome, right? So I did. If I could buy Shiba Inu, which I did, why would I not buy the X meme for XRP? It's an XRP meme. Why would I not buy that? I don't understand it. The meme market is smashing the top 25 tokens. Let me say that again. The meme coin market is killing. It's smashing the top 25 market caps. It's smashing it. Yeah, it's smashing it. It's smashing. You guys go to the casino. You don't have any problem going to the casino. Why? Because you know what it is. It's the same thing with the meme coins. You know what it is. Right? Now, we'll see about there's some memes that, really trying to drive utility around their stuff. We'll see how it goes. X meme is one of them. I mean, they're trying to do some stuff other than just the meme. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. But in any case, anyway, I digress. But I'm excited about Flare, Pookie, and Trey. I'm excited about it. All right, so let me go over the market real quick. I think I've waited long enough to kind of go over this AMM, how to hop on the XRPL AMM. Go over the numbers. Then I'll give you my 7 rules that I learned from my friends, big timers in DeFi, about the rules for entering a liquidity position. All right, total cryptocurrency market cap according to CoinGecko is down a little bit from this morning. It's at 2.71 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 50%, 50.2. Bitcoin is trading at $69,105 again. Ethereum is trading at $3,441 again. Solana is trading at $177 again. I'm back in range. Very cool. Back in range, earning them fees in my Solana pool, liquidity pools. XRP is trading at 52 cents again. The market fam, it's just doing what it freaking does. Don't you feel like the market, the bull run, it feels kind of beholden to the market, like what's overall going on? Not a lot of control in that. Not a lot of control in that. You ever feel like it's just things just kind of out of your hands? You just got to wait. Are we feeling like we're almost, praying for it to happen, praying for this bull, the 100% a day bull run thing to happen, right? Kind of feels like that. It really does. All right, let me get to the thing here. See what's going on, my friends. All right, so that's cool. How everybody else doing? Good? Go over the 7 rules for entering a liquidity pool. 7 rules. 7 rules. Number 1 is the assets in the liquidity pool. What are the assets? What are the pairs? Is it a meme coin and a meme coin? right? Probably not a great liquidity pool to get into. Probably not, right? So the assets, you got to consider the assets. It's hugely important. What my litmus test for the asset is, would I want to hold both of those assets long term, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Would I want to do that? USD, XRP, USDC. Would I want to hold XRP or USDC long term? Bitcoin, XRP. Would I want to hold Bitcoin or XRP long term? Right? What do these assets do? Do they have some kind of purpose, store of value? The world's bridge currency, right? Let's see, Corium and XRP. Would you want to hold Corium? Do you know what it does? What's its use case? What is its value to you? Right? Things like that. So you got to consider the assets, right, in these liquidity pairs. US dollar, XRP. Is that one that what is that one you want to hold? Do you want to hold dollars? Because if it's XRP USD and XRP is going down, it begins to uncorrelate with US dollar. It's going down, you're going to get more XRP. It's going up, you're going to get more US dollar. Do you want more US dollars? I mean, it's up to you, right? So those are the things you got to consider, right? It's the assets. Number 2 is the TVL. The TV freaking L. The TVL. How much liquidity, in other words, liquidity. How much liquidity is in the pool? Hugely important. You don't want to get in a pool that's only 10,000 in liquidity. That's not a great pool. 10,000 10,000 liquidity is not a great pool, right? Not a lot of people in that. Good benchmark, I think, is $250, $250,000. That's kind of a good benchmark. That's kind of a good, foundation, 250. I like to get in liquidity pools that are at least $1 million, personally. That are at least $1 million in TVL. Hugely important, right? You want to know the people are over there that they think that pool is a good thing. The other one is correlation. You got to know in liquidity pool pairs, you want to know if they're correlating. Are they moving in the same direction together? Hugely important. Hugely important. The correlation. And you could track that, by the way. Let me share with you guys a tool that you can use to track said correlation. Alex Jeet is in the building. Yeah. USDS taken by play. I said that earlier today. I'm like, looks like Player beat Ripple to the punch there. Oh, that is too funny. Alex G says, USDS taken by Flare, LOL, ha 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 ha. Ripple didn't have an option. RLUSD. That's the word on the street, is going to be RLUSD. So, what can you do? Hopefully, they'll come up with something else. Direct anterior hip is in the building. How are you, my guy? I bet Biden. I bet Biden does 180. Yeah, without question. The polls are in. Look, I told you they're going to get their guy. They're going to get their people to go out and see what's going on. How big is this crypto vote thing? Didn't we say that on the channel? How big is this crypto vote thing? Then they got consultants, right? These consultants go out and they vet different groups or whatever. What's the word on this crypto vote? How significant do you think it is? What's these young folks saying? What are these crypto voters saying? Turns out they got some stuff. Turns out it's significant. Just like we said, Alex G. Just like we said, what you and I do matters. We can't be walking around thinking we're helpless, thinking that we can't change a thing. We can change a thing. We can make a difference. We said it on the channel. All right, so let me share this way to check your correlation. DeFiLlama.com. For those following along, DeFiLlama.com has a little thing here. It's called the correlation matrix. So the way you do it is you just go to DeFiLlama.com, all right, and you just scroll down all in the left here. You keep scrolling. You see right here it says correlation. Correlation. It's a new tool. It'll take you to it right there. It's pretty cool. And what you want to check is the 1 month and the 7 day. In my opinion, what I'm told, 1 month, 7 day. It's the good stuff, right? Let's do an example. For example, we all know that XRP and XLM kind of moves together, right? Kind of moves together. Now, if you wanted to add a token, let's see, you hit this plus button. Let's add USDC. USDC. We can add USDC in there. Awesome. What else? Do we want to take something out? Let's take BNB out. We don't need BNB in there right now. All right, so here it is here. Let's check the 1 month for XRP and USDC. Let's see what's good right now. Here's XRP and USDC. That's not a great number. That's minus 0.11. What you want is 0.5 positive as a minimum or greater or greater. And that's on a 1 month. Let's check the 7 day. XRP USDC improves a little bit, 0.30. Now, this correlation numbers change, but we're talking about, you know, that initial entry into a liquidity pool. Let's check XRP and XLM as an example. Let's do the 1 month. XRP, XLM, 0.72. That's a good number. 0.72. That's a good number. Again, like 0.5 in the positive or higher is great. The higher you are to, you know, plus 1.00, obviously, the better. Let's check the 7 day for XRP and now that's a good liquidity pool to be in. 0.99. 0.99. Now, if there were some pools with some decent APRs, I don't know. I haven't been on any of the XLM, the Stellar Network liquidity pools. I don't know, but that would be a good pool, in my opinion, not financial advice to consider there. 0.99. That's awesome. They move well together, and you got to ask yourself, you know, if push come to shove, and you're 100% in XLM, got $100, and now, you know, it's $100 XLM where it was 50 and 50 XRP. Would you be good with that? And if it was, you know, you started with $100, 50 and 50 XRP XLM, and now it's 100 in XRP, would you be good with that? Right? Those are the things you want to consider. And then this kind of gives you kind of a breakdown if you want to read that as well. What is correlation? Why you want to consider it, and all that kind of stuff like that. All right. All right. Kushi. Is that Kushi? Mr. C's, the educational XRP content creator, providing alpha. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate that. Appreciate you checking in. Hit those likes. Hit those likes, great people. That's right, Kushi. Tell them. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button on the way in. If you didn't do so, no worries. Just collapse the chat, smash that like, go smash the like, then come back and hang out with the Crypto Siege and fam. Rappy's in the building. What's going on, Rappy? Alex Yeet, what pays better yield, Flare delegation or staking? Currently, staking is a little bit better. Alex Yeet, right now, staking is a little bit better, but you need 50,000 minimum FLR tokens to stake, though, right? So, all right, correlation. Next thing is trend. The trend, how is the asset trending? How are the assets trending? Are they going trending down? You don't want that. Are they trending sideways? That's great. Is it trending up? That's great, right? You want sideways, you want ranging. I mean, the market's ranging, right? And so you want the assets to be ranging sideways or trending up, right? So trending sideways, trending up. Volume, in my opinion, look, the volume should be, in my opinion, at least the TBL. Doesn't have to be, but it should be at least it. So if the TBL is liquidity is 1 million, the 24-hour volume should be at least 1 million or very, very close to 1 million. It'd be awesome if it was more than 1 million, right? 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 Because if there's 24-hour volume, that means a lot of people are trading, a lot of people are swapping, a lot of people going in, right? That's what you want because you want to get the fees, right? You want to get the fees and or any rewards for being in that liquidity pool, right? So that's kind of Alex G's like 50K, no problem. I hear you, my guy. I hear you, bro. He's like, no problem. 50K, no problem. 50K FLR, I got it. Nice. Right. So that's the volume, just kind of, it's a rule. It's a rule. These are not hard and fast. You're not going to jail. You're not going to go to jail. They're not going to come knock on your door if you enter the liquidity pool and the TVL is 1 million and the 24-hour volume is only 500,000. You're not going to go to jail. Right? They're not going to knock on your door. These are just, some parameters, type deals. All right. So the other thing to consider is the decentralized exchange that you're going to hop on. You might not want to hop on mynewdexexchange.com, right? You might not want to hop on that one, right? Right. The thing been around for like 90 days. Probably, maybe not. New stuff, not great. Dex, you gotta consider the Dex. Gotta consider the decentralized exchange you're gonna hop on, right? You got to kind of consider that, right? So hugely important. Uniswap V3, pretty cool. Pretty cool hanging out there on Uniswap V3. As an example, the Solana DEXs are pretty cool. Orca is a pretty great place to go hang out. All right, so you want to consider a decentralized exchange. Make sure they've been around. Make sure that they got some volume going on there. And I believe on DeFi Llama, you can check that as well. Let me see if we can do that. Bridge TVL, no, overview. I feel like there's a DEX thing in here. I see the chains. I feel like there is a DEX. Borrow aggregators, centralized exchange transparency. Interesting. Let me see if I type DEX in here. Will that work? I could have sworn there's like a DEX protocol thing you can check. Yeah, all right, there it is. Uniswap, pretty good, right? Pancake Swap, been around, it's an OG. Curve, been around for a minute. Aerodrome, check out the TVL Aerodrome. It's newer, 713 million in TVL. It's really, really good, right? This Sanctum, I think, just launched on Solana. Okay, that just like literally just launched. I got to check that out. BBS Finance, been around for a minute. I used to hang out on BBS. Orca is a great one. I use Orca all the time. Meteor, I just heard about this one today. 182. That's a good one. That's a newer one. Velodrome, a newer one as well, right? And so, but the OGs, Uniswap and Pancake Swap, Curve, right? Balancer, Radium on Solana has been around for a good minute. It's been around for a while. 959 million in TVL, right? So you want to consider the DEX. I have not used Thorchain, but Thorchain is another one that's been around for a while. For sure. Trader Joe is another one that's been around, right? Right. And longevity is key, right? Haven't been hacked, never been hacked, not going down. Hugely important. Trader Joe, Osmosis Dex, both of these are OGs in the space. Quick Swap. Another one is an OG on Polygon, right? So consider the DEX, consider the DEX, consider the DEX. The other thing to consider, number 7, is the blockchain, right? Alex, gee, my God, goodness gracious. You're about to be okay, bro. You're about to be okay. You're about to be okay. Now Songbird might pop off a little before FLR, just not, but long term, bro, long term, if you got the vision, if you got that 3-year to 5-year stuff in mind, Flare Networks, I got long-term goals for Flare Network. Oh, you could let me borrow some, 500K. You can let me borrow some until I get my 6 figures from freaking Celsius. You could let me borrow some of that right there. 500K. Goodness gracious. And the blockchain, you got to consider the blockchain because of fees, right? You know, Ethereum's getting better with their fees, right? I like on Solana. I like being on Solana. I like being on Base. And I like being on Arbitrum, you know. So the fees are, you have to consider the blockchain, not just for fees, but certainly for fees, for sure. Things like Manta, Manta Pacific, it's got a lot of TVL on there, but it's fairly new over there on Manta Pacific. It's fairly new, you know. So, and they got a bunch of stuff over there. It got a good TVL, but fairly new. What, 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, something like that. So you got to consider that as well. All right, so there it is. I'm going through all of that stuff. Gave you this kind of the 7 rules. We're going to use DexFi.pro, guys. We're going to use DexFi.pro. It's the UI, it's the UX, it's the bridge to the XRPL. Okay, it's the bridge. It's the bridge. The UX is the bridge to the XRPL. Okay. DexFi.pro, guys. DexFi.pro. You're going to need a gem wallet. So we're going to do this and walk this through as though you have the Zamin, formerly known as the Zum wallet, and you have a gem wallet extension. All you got to do is go to Google. All right. Just go over to google.com. Google.com. Type in, I did gem wallet, I think XRPL, but either one will work. Or you can put in gem wallet extension. Gem wallet XRPL. And then you can see it right here. It's gemwallet.app. Make sure you Google first. Right? You hit download. And you get your little extension thing. I already have one, so I won't do it again. Let me see if it happens. I don't want to hit download. Gem Wallet, your gateway to the XRPL. Gem Wallet takes you into the world of the XRP ledger as a decentralized browser-based extension. Gem Wallet ensures fast transactions and seamless interaction with Web3 applications. Experience total privacy with our fully decentralized structure. No backend servers, no data storage. Nice. Just secure and direct transactions on the XRPL. Uncover a new level of freedom and control with the Gem wallet. I like it. I'm giving a little bit of a nod over Crossmark right now, okay? Our top features you will enjoy. They're fully decentralized, easy to use, non-custodial. Own your own data. No one has access to your master password keys, comma, keys, or the data stored on your device, except you, not even Gem Wallet. Gem Wallet doesn't track any personal identifiable information, your account addresses, or asset balances, okay? Very, very, very cool. So get that Gem Wallet, right? And go to DexFi.pro. Now, the Gem Wallet, you're going to have, I think it's 10, 16. I forget the minimum XRP. It's 10 or 16, something along those lines. You're going to need that. All right, let's go to DexFi.pro. I like my guys over here. They got some good features over here at DexFi.pro. I'm telling you. Telling you. So Gem Wallet, let me make sure am I signed in? This is my test Gem Wallet. Oh, let me sign in here. So I use this wallet for videos. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can see. I don't even know my own password. Let's try that again. Oh, why do I keep doing I keep doing that. Little test wallet here, few dollars in USDC, few XRP. Little test wallet right there. It's pretty cool. This extension right there. Make sure you get your extensions on your browser and pin it to your thing there so you can see it. They just do a really good job here. Really do. I'm trying not to cover DexFi because DexFi is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And you can have as many wallets as you want here as well, which I like. With Gem, you can have wallet 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 8, 12. Right? With the liquidity pairs, if this is new, it may ask you to add a trust line, and it'll tell you if you don't, the pool will tell you that you need to add a trust line. Now, in the beginning, months ago, when this thing first came out, AMM first came out, you know, I just went and added trust lines for everything: XRP, BTC, USD, USDC, USDT, you know, the Zahao token, right? So it may ask you to add the trust line. All you gotta do is click this little add trust line thing, and then it'll tell you what you need to put in here. It's really, really easy to do. And to set those trust lines, very, very easy to do. And if you don't know how to do it, let me know. I will show you how to do it. All right, so here's DexFi.pro, right? And if you go over here to markets, you'll see coins, tokens, pairs, liquidity pools. If you go to trade, you'll see Simple Swap, Pro Trade, liquidity pool, Pathfinder, and Wave. I go to markets. Let me before I do that, let me just go over a few things over here with DexFi. They got multi-wallet support, so they support Ledger, Xamarin, Bifrost, Gem Wallet, and Crossmark. I love the guys over at DexFi. Multi-account support, so you can have more than one account. It'll support more than one account. I really, 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 really like that as well. And you can, if you want to learn about the XRPL, you can. Everything about the XRPL, you can see it down here on the bottom left as well. Really good stuff. I'm liking the UI UX right here. So you just click on liquidity pools, and then all the liquidity pools come up here. What I love about DexFi is they really give you really, really good information about what's going on in the pool, right? It's hugely important to understand what is going on in the pool. So for example, we got Solo XRP as a pool here, right? Now, since all of these pools are XRP, I feel like usually the first asset is the base pair, and that's the one you want to track. You want to track that in terms of how correlated it's, you know, how it's trending. And you want to check that and make sure that's trending sideways or trending up. So usually the first asset is the base asset. So how is Solo trending? How is we don't need about USD. How is BTC trending? You want to check that again. These are things you check before you enter the pool, right? But what I like what they got going on here is they tell you the APY, estimated APY. They tell you the TVL, which is liquidity. It says 1.1 million XRP, $580,000 USD. That is the TVL, 580,000. Got the fees, got the prices, got the 24-hour change. It's up 0.09% in 24 hours. And the volume is $47,000 or 91,000 XRP. Okay. So 47. So this, again, this would not meet my thing for entering a pool with any kind of money. 580,000, it meets the 250 thing, but I like to be in pools that are $1 million or more. And the volume is only 47,000. So that's not a great number. It wouldn't, I'd like to have it at least, if the TVL is 580, I'd like the volume to be at least that. Again, okay? That's kind of my thing, right? That's kind of how I do it for my stuff. All right, so, but it has all these great filters in here. I mean, all this great information, I should say, on these pools. I absolutely love it. And then here's the USDC XRP one. That's 560,000 in TVL. And the 24-hour volume is only 3,000. So there's more volume. There's more trading back and forth, which leads to more fees in the Solo XRP. So you have to ask yourself, would you be good with if you had $100 and it trended one direction and you got all solo tokens, would you be good with $100 worth of solo tokens? How do you feel about solo? How do you feel about the DEX of Sologenics? Do you feel like they got some good stuff going on there? Have you used the Corium bridge? Tell me what you feel about it, right? So if you're good with that, that's a good pool to get into as compared to this XRP USDC pool, only 3,000 in volume, right? So it's not a lot of fees to be earned here, right? Not a lot of fees to be earned here, and the APY is 0.51%. So, but that's for another story. That's another thing, right? Now, this one here, this FLR, GateHub FLR, and XRP, interesting pool, 9.5% APY. Again, these are, these aren't great numbers, right? These aren't great numbers, but to test it out and just to try to get your feet wet, that type of deal, you could do one XRP in a pool. I'm pretty sure you can do just one. Let's get into a pool. Let's see. All right, so let's take this USDC and XRP poll. Oh, another thing to kind of consider as well, that I forgot to mention it, you do want to consider the price of the asset that you're going to be getting into, the base asset, right? What's the solo price? Is it on discount right now, right? 35% or higher discount seems like a fairly good entry, right? So I kind of look at that 35, 40% discount. I just went into a pool today. It was a discount on the asset I already held. It was a 40% discount, 40%. So I added to my position in that pool because the asset native was on 40% discount, 40% from, 40% from its all-time high. I like that because it's a long-range play for me. So I took that 40% discount, right? All right, so let's do USDC. Now on DexFi.pro, you click on the pool, it gives you this thing here. Do you want to trade? Do you want to do a simple swap? Or do you want to provide liquidity? I love it. I love it. So let's click provide liquidity. All right, now let me, over here on the top right, you'll log in. So let me log in. I'm going to use the Gem wallet to log in. So top right, log in. You connect this to the Gem wallet extension. My Gem wallet thing will come up. It's connected. There it is there. So I'm connected here. Gives you a little chart. If you want to check that chart there in the USDC XRP thing. If you need to do that. It's just a trading view as well. Interesting. Interesting. So that's pretty good as well. They got a little API into trading view, which is going to be really, really cool in the future. Loving DexFi.pro. Loving it, loving it, loving it. All right. So the trading fee, what it costs you to enter the pool, 0.43%. And what it costs you to exit the pool, 0.43. These fees are a little on the high side, right? Generally 0.04, 0.03, 0.05. Here's one thing I do not know. I do not know how you vote for providing what the fee is going to be. I think it's like the top 8 holders in the liquidity pool vote on these fees. All right. So just to let you know what we got. USDC liquidity, 283,000. 283,000. All right. Total LP tokens. Cool. Like this is great info. Now we got pool health. Look at this one. This is really, really cool from DexFi.pro. The pool is healthy if the pool price is between the bid and ask prices. Now they got a little red going on right now because the pool price currently is not healthy. Now, like an hour ago, it was healthy, but it's not anymore because we got the bid and the ask. The pool price is healthy if the pool price, if the price is between the bid and the ask. The bid right now is 1.891 and the ask is 1.9. So it's not in between. Currently not a healthy pool to be in. According to DexFi.pro. Good stuff there. So here we are here. You can deposit USDC or XRP and you just hit one X. I'm going to do one up XRP and see if I can get into a pool. So I'm going to type in one here, 53 cent USDC. Let's see if I can deposit 50 cents into a pool. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I did like $20 to $50 when I was playing around with it months ago. I mean, hit submit. There's one XRP. Confirm the transaction in the gem wallet. Let's see if it went through. One XRP, right? So for those people who say they don't know how to provide liquidity on the XRPL, or, oh, by the way, that 70% was, I don't know how to, the question was, have you been on the XRPL AMM before? Either trading or providing liquidity. Trading or providing liquidity. We just provided liquidity. Transaction accepted. You can just trade here, simple swap, pro swap. You hit the simple swap here, and you just, you got one, you know, XRP for USDC, XRP for USDC. And you just do a simple swap here, right? You can do one, you can do 25%, you can do 50% if you want to do the warning, reverting this, and you just hit swap down here, and that's it. Let's see. This is GateHub USDC. Which is that? That's pretty good. So if I wanted to swap one XRP for half of it, I could do it. You just hit swap there. That's all you do. If you want to do it in percentages, you can do it in percentages. But that's how simple it is to swap. Really, really, really simple. Let's get back to liquidity pool. So we're in the USDC XRP pool. I'm going to click provide liquidity. Now I'm just going to, let me see if I can withdraw this liquidity that I just put in. My little 1%. I didn't even get any liquidity pool thing there. So maybe it didn't work. Let's see. Let's do 100% of what I got in. There it is. 654 LP tokens. The LP tokens are just a representation of the dollar value that you put into the pool. And it says here, you will receive 0.53, 53 cents and 1 XRP, right? And you just hit withdraw. And hit submit. Look at that fee. Let me tell you what, Solana's getting close to these fees, guys. Just telling you, Solana's getting close. We got 4 zeros, 1, 2. I think there are 2 zeros and then a number. Solana's getting close. Solana is making some moves that people need to pay attention to. All right, hit submit. Transactions in progress. Successful. Assets received. That's it, guys. That's how simple it is. This is my favorite UI UX. Orchestra Finance is second. This is my favorite. I met with the guys there from DeFi. Really like them. Can't wait for the lending protocol from the XRPL to be native to that, to the blockchain. And then I'm going to be talking about DeFi.pro all the time, every day, every day. All right, let me get back here to the chat, see if any guys got any problems. Any questions? Let me know if you guys got any questions. If you need me to go back over something, I'm here to help. Cushy says, how are people making 500 to 2,000 providing liquidity you've mentioned? Teach us, please. Well, what do you mean by 500 to 2,000? A month? A day? Well, here's the deal, and I'll give you an example. You know, we're kind of conditioned in a way, Kushi, to be good with 8 to 15% on our money a year. We've been kind of conditioned to do that because all the middlemen take they take the 200 and the 300% a year. They take it and they give you part of that, right? So what DeFi does is it gets rid of the intermediaries. You just got to find liquidity pools that will give you 100, 200, 300% a year on your money. You need some legitimate liquidity pools where you can do that for sure. I'll share one with you guys as well. Anybody got any questions? Anybody questions? I don't know if this chat is up to date or not. Hopefully I wasn't going too fast. Any questions, anybody? That's how simple it is to provide liquidity. Oh, did you make you did too? Is that salmon? Nice. All right, so there it is. That's how simple it is. Any questions? I'll show, let me share a blockchain that I recently got on. And I'll show you just an example of some liquidity. Share the screen. Let's do this. Just an example. Let's go over to DeFiLlama.com. Where is it? There it is. Let's go overview real quick. Here's the overview. In DeFi currently it's 105 billion in TVL in DeFi. 105 billion. Okay. We're not that far off from where we were. Was 175 billion our highest? We're at 105. Interesting. 75 bill. All right, so I'm going to go on to relatively new, but a hyper what's the word? Sophisticated blockchain. That's Sui. Sui. 747 in TVL over there on Sui. Type in Sui. These are the different chains and stuff, different protocols rather, on Sui. Looks like 28 of them right now. All right. 28. Fountain Finance, no dollars on there. Interesting. Anime Swap has $120. Interest Protocol, 4,000. Anyway, some stuff there. Those are the bottom ones. All right, Undo Finances. All right, you can go on. All right, so I went to Turbo because it's a DEX, right? Turbos. Type that. Provided some liquidity on Turbos. Okay, where's the website? Token address for Turbos, that's good. View on CoinGecko. View on Sui Scan, great, love it. That's the token, the native token. Here's the website. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, trade, earn, yield strategy, bridge stats. Now, yield strategy is more of a sophisticated thing. Okay, a little bit more sophisticated thing here. You see APY of 822%. These things change and they fluctuate. So I'm not in the yield strategy one because they kind of do stuff for you and they charge. So it's like a 10% and that's like a 1% type deal, but they'll do the trading and stuff for you. And these are also concentrated liquidity pools. At Turbos, we tailor our CLMM, concentrated liquidity market making, automated rebalancing vaults to the dynamic DeFi markets, constantly adjusting liquidity ranges and auto compounding rewards to optimize user investment. So this is very, very similar to what Beefy Finance does. Very, very similar. So anyway, 1 million in TVL for the Sui USDC. Looks like that's the one they got going on right now. So let's go here. That 10% fee is a little high. So this is the regular full range pools. Concentrated liquidity pools, my favorites. All right, so no, these are not long range. These are concentrated liquidity pools. So there's some examples, cushies of some APRs. Now, I don't know what spam is, right? So I would be leery of that 850% APR. It looks like the fees 224%, rewards is 629%, but rewards in what? Spam? Spam token? It says SUI though. So we'd have to look and see what does the spam, what is spam, right? So you would have to do your homework on what SPAM is, right? Because remember, one of the first things is the asset, first thing, right? Liquidity, right? So not a whole lot going on right here. Only 28,000 in liquidity, right? That's not a great number, right? Remember, baseline for us is 250,000, but this only has 28,000. Turbos, the token of this exchange, and SUI. So you gotta, do you know the people behind Turbos? Are you on their Discord? Are you on their Telegram? Are you on their X account? Is it active? Is it engaging? What does Turbos do? What is the tokens, the token's purpose? Is it a governance torque on Turbos to see if you want to earn it? APR is 100. Sure, you can't send it into court and say it's a legal contract that I was supposed to get 188, right? These are estimates. And then there's the SUI USDC, right? As an example, the SUI USDC APR is 222%. The rewards is in the SUI token. I love that. Rewards are in SUI. I did not take Dirty Nasty Fiat to buy SUI. I just entered it in this liquidity pool, right? Because I'm going to earn rewards in it. So if I have some USDC hanging around, which I did, just entered the pool that way, right? So liquidity, 5 million TBL, 5,828,000, right? And the volume, like one of our benchmarks, is for the volume to be at least or more than the liquidity. 24-hour volume here is 8 million. That's a lot of fees and rewards going back, right? And the fee tier is 0.3%, 0.3 to enter, 0.3 to exit. It's pretty cool, right? This is an example. But what if you were in 4 or 5 or 8 of these? Like, what if you were in this, and what if you decided, this is a pretty cool thing to get in as well. I like the Turbos token. I'm excited. I know the people. I met them. Cool. So now that's 2, right? So that's 400% right there on your money, right? 1 in 10%. Just an example, right? That's what you would do. And maybe you take some of your money and say, you know what? I love the idea of 33% APR on my stable coins, right? You ain't got to worry about correlation, right? Right? Unless a black swan event happens and something deep pegs, right? Not much to worry about there. But you're like, man, I got some dirty, nasty fiat hanging around in stable coins, 33%. Right? What's 33%? I don't know how much that is a month, but take that, earn some pennies on your dollars. Right there. That could be a third one, right? That's just an example. Just an example of liquidity pools. And they're all over. Base has a lot of great liquidity pools on Aerodrome. So Base is the chain, Aerodrome is the DEX or platform that you would use. Just an example, Cushy, just an example. I think the difference, Alex, you said, what's the difference between permanent loss and impermanent losses? Well, I think more so than anything, it's like, for example, if you're in a liquidity pool and you suffer impermanent loss, right, which is essentially you're in a pool with XRP and XLM, for example, and for some reason you got $100, so it's 50 between each one. And for some reason, XRP is, I don't know, Bank of America, right? Bank of America put their announcement out, right? Bank of America announces they've been hanging out with Ripple and love Ripple, great stuff, right? Next thing you know, the XRP price in the market skyrockets. Let's say it 3x's, right? So here's the deal. The $50 of XRP in liquidity pool it's not 3x, right? It's in the liquidity pool, but all the other XRP is. So some people call it a permanent loss. Some people call it opportunity cost. That's kind of one of the differences right there, right? The other thing, because it's $50, right? It's in the liquidity pool. Permanent loss, I think the way they say permanent loss, obviously, if you get rugged, if you get a rug pull, if there's a code and it gets hacked. But I think what they say by permanent loss, or what they mean, don't quote me on this, is because there was the correlation, right? Weren't aligned, you ended up being 100% in XLM, and there's no XRP there. So if you went to withdraw at that moment, you would not be withdrawing any XRP. You would only be withdrawing XLM. I think that's what they mean by a kind of a permanent loss thing. Obviously, besides rug pulls and hacks and stuff like that. Joseph said, if I can make at least 10% on my capital a month, I'm satisfied. Exactly. That is exactly right. And that happens all the time. I'm hanging out with people just doing some crazy, crazy stuff right now. I can't wait to bring all of that to you guys. I mean, it's amazing, the stuff that they're doing. So Michael Marchese's in the building. How are you, my guy? Appreciate you checking in. Any other questions that I can answer before I hop off here? And it's available. But the thing is, when you're talking about DeFi and liquidity pools, I always look at it this kind of way. We are providing a service. It's something that I learned from my friends. We're providing a service. We're lending, we're borrowing, we're providing liquidity, we're staking, right? These are services that we provide. And so we get rewarded for providing those services. But I think that the ultimate successful approach to it all is really learning how to become a business owner in this thing, right? Treating what you do as a business, right? Treating, providing liquidity, borrowing, lending, staking as a business, as my friend likes to say. So once you kind of get that, you kind of get that mindset, and you're willing to learn and become a good student, those days of $100 a day, $200 a day, those can become reality. They can become reality for sure. Alex, she says 10% of my whole XRP bag a month, that would be around the same amount I make at work every month. Is this possible? I don't know what 10% of your bag is, bro. But I will tell you this. Joseph says, I agree. Running it like a business. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So I would tell you this. Yep. Self-bank. That's right. You become the bank. That's exactly right, Joseph. You become the bank. Absolutely. You become the bank. So, how should I word this? Shylock. I know of people earning, 3 and 4 figures a day. Yeah. So I think ultimately what we're learning, at least for me in the Crypto Seekers Home, what I'm learning more so than anything is I love Wind Moon. Absolutely love Wind Moon. Absolutely love 100% a day. Absolutely love seeing things, checking out your portfolio. But what we're learning, 10% a month. Oh, yeah, 10% a month. Absolutely. 10% a month? Of course. Of course. What I'm learning is we love the bull markets, we love Wind Moon, but it's kind of a thing that's kind of out of our control. And it's not like we don't still buy assets for the long term and hold it, and we have this, this bull run portfolio. It's not like we still don't have that. Of course we do. But in addition to that, you can do create a business around DeFi, get yourself 8-10% a month, 7, 8, 10% a month. And that's something that happens during the bull run and during the bear market, right? And what are we kind of witnessing now? What, 2, 3 year bears, 2 to 3 year bear market's kind of typical, right? 2 to 3 bear market's kind of typical. Or what if you were earning $5 a day or $10 a day during the bear market? Would that be okay? What if you were earning $20 a day or $100 or $50 a day or $100 a day? Would that be okay, right? And you have more control over that, right? Right? Because you got earned income over here, right? You can provide liquidity. You got that dirty, nasty fiat. You can provide liquidity, learn the game, treat it like a business, and you can make some things happen. That's it right there, Joseph. Joseph says, my goal is to be able to make passive income to supplement working a 9 to 5. Yes, sir. That's it. Joseph, that's my dream, says Algie. There it is, fam. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Yeah, guys, let me know if you like this DeFi stuff. And I guess in a month or so, I'm going to share my liquidity positions with you guys, show you what I'm doing, turn you guys on. But if you guys are interested in stuff like that and you want to kind of position yourself for these 5, 10, 20, 50, $100 days, and you see that vision of treating it like a business, if you will, and you understand that and you get that, and you understand that you're not sacrificing the bull run, you're adding it. You're adding the bull run to your DeFi positions. Once you understand that and you learn the money flow and you learn that flywheel, how that works, yeah, it can be a great thing. That's right. Michael McCready said it can be done. Other people are doing it. Why not me? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Stay tuned. I'm gonna share some stuff with you guys like a month or so. And yeah, you're gonna love it. We'll be on a journey together. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. So I'm learning. What I've learned so far is that I was very, I don't want to say I was an intermediate guy. I wasn't a high level guy. I was an intermediate guy. That's what I learned. I was intermediate. I wasn't a novice, right? Because I've been all over in DeFi positions all over. I mean, on all the chains, Phantom, Avalanche, all over. Phantom. I was all over. Aave, I was just all over. Polygon, whatever. Ethereum's, all of them. But I just learned that I was just more intermediate, not high level, right? So learning to become a high level person. And the high level is not necessarily in how much the money you have to put in a DeFi position. It's how much knowledge you have. How many skill sets do you have? That is the key. What's your skill set? Like how many guys learned something today that they didn't know, right? What's the skill set? That's the key. All right, fam. Thank you so much for hanging out. Alex G, Michael Marchese, I appreciate you guys checking in. Yosef, I appreciate hanging out with you today, bro. Appreciate that big time. Who else? Pookie, Adam by the Jams, I appreciate you checking in. Kushi, I appreciate you checking in. Joe, Buddy, Direct Anterior Hip checked in. I appreciate you being here. Trey, with an A, checked in as well. I appreciate you guys being here. Pookie, appreciate you guys as always. All right, fam, listen, I'm going to end this live stream like I do all my live streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.